So Vince, before we call the crew in to get started, I guess the biggest decision the homeowner has to make is what color to choose.
It is the biggest decision, Brian, and you want the color to match your home and the surrounding elements, and that's where Olympic is fantastic. They've got a great color palette, well over 100 colors to choose from. They've got them all in these very nice brochures so you can see the colors next to each other. And if you're having trouble finding just the perfect color for you, they've got this great sample packet program where you can buy 3 or 4 or 5 different colors, test them out, and then find that perfect one for your deck.
So you can really narrow it down.
That's right.
At that point, I guess I'm choosing tools to stain my deck with. What would I be looking for there?
And that's a very simple process as well. You're going to be using brushes, roller, paint tray, safety goggles and gloves, and this is a really neat tool right here. This is a staining mitt. You just put this on, dip it into the stain, and it allows you to do your railings and lattice work very easily.
I bet it's terrific for pickets as well.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic for pickets.
Well, let's call the guys in and get started.
Yeah, let's get these guys to work.
Wow, Vince, that's going to be a beautiful color.
It is a beautiful color, Brian. This homeowner has chosen a semi-transparent stain in a beautiful redwood color.
So how do you bring out such a strong color?
Well, the special pigments used in the Olympic stains formulated to bring out the clarity of the color and bring out the natural beauty of the wood.
I know this homeowner's chosen a semi-transparent, but what if I wanted a more natural look, or maybe all the way up to a solid look?
If you wanted a natural wood look without any color, you would use a clear sealer. If you wanted to add a little bit of color, but still allow the wood grain and texture to show through, you would use a toner. If you wanted even more color, you would use a semi-transparent stain like this homeowner has chosen. And if you wanted a rich opaque color, you would use a solid color stain. Now, right now, the guys are working on the railings first. They're applying the stain using the staining mitt that we showed earlier. It's very easy to do. You just dip it into the stain, put it directly onto the railings.
Can you spray a stain in, or is it better to roll it and brush it in?
You could spray it on, you could roll it on, but we always recommend back brushing regardless of whatever method you use, because brushing it on is going to give you a deeper penetrating and clearer looking finish.
So basically I want to work from the top down, from the rails down to the deck.
That's right. You want to start from the top and work down, doing a few boards at a time, making sure that you do the entire length of the boards before you move on.
Why do I want to do the entire length of the board?
Well, you want to avoid doing chunks all the way across, because if you do that, you'll get what are known as lap marks, which are marks that can happen when you stain a section and it dries and then you start another section.
So how long is it going to take to stain this deck?
Our guys here are going to be able to finish this deck probably in about 3 to 4 hours.
So if I was doing this myself, I'd be looking pretty much an afternoon.
Yeah, you could easily do it in an afternoon yourself.
So how long should I stay off of it?
You want to stay off of it for about a day. And one more tip just for you, Brian, don't stain yourself into a corner.